Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Mike Reviews It All. In this episode I'm going to be reviewing the FitBit HR Charge. If you're tired of seeing me in the same blue shirt, you're thinking, man, does that guy wear this shirt every day? No, I just had a day off. I'm feeling a bit manic, so I'm doing a bunch of videos. So that explains that. Not the greatest lighting today either, sorry. But I'm just trying to get as much work done, as much research done as I can. FitBit HR Charge, back to that. About a year ago, I broke my foot. I gained literally about 100 pounds. I went from 185, 190 pounds to 290 pounds towards the end of last year. So I got this Fitbit from my brother-in-law, Andrew Morgan, thank you, for Christmas, and I really think it has been instrumental in helping me lose some weight. I've lost, I'm down to 265 pounds, so I've lost about 25 pounds. I have a lot to go, but I like that this, it keeps me on track. I like having a watch on, but it tells me how many steps I'm taking for the day, how many miles I've gone that day. Now I can go on my phone and I can see how many steps have the people that I'm competing against, my friends, how many have they taken. My brother-in-law, he works in retail also, walks a tremendous amount of steps, more than I do. He's literally between 25 and 30,000 steps a day on average, and that's adding in his days off, so he's going more than that on a consistent basis, which is absolutely insane. I set mine, you can set a goal, and that's what I really like, and it'll vibrate and it'll kind of light up and stuff. I set mine at 22,000 steps a day, which is about 11 and a half miles. It sounds like a lot of walking, but I work a 10-hour shift at a grocery store. I'm on my feet on concrete floors. Really great for my feet, right? 11 and a half miles a day. But it really keeps me conscious of how much I'm walking, and I want to walk more because I want to make sure that I hit that a lot of times. Sometimes at the end of the day, I'll be at 19,000 or something. So I'll get home and I'll be at 20,000. I'll be like, oh man, I really want to hit my goal. So I'm going to try to hit 22,000. So I'm walking around the house, I'm walking outside, I'm walking up hills, I'm doing wherever. And honestly, seeing a little bit of weight coming off encouraged me to start to do some other physical activity, change my eating habits, cut a lot of sugar out, cut most of my alcohol out. But to get back to the Fitbit itself, I think it's just a really smart thing to have. It only costs, they're about 80 bucks. Like I said, it tracks everything on your phone and all your friends. It tracks your heart rate to tell you when you're at a healthy heart rate, your average heart rate. It'll help you determine at what heart rate your body starts burning fat at. So, and it'll actually tell you how many minutes and how many hours of the day that you are at or above the heart rate where you're burning fat. So, and it'll tell you how many calories you burn during the day. So you can keep track of that. And that can be an encouragement. Just knowing that there's a measurement, on here beyond just stepping on the scale, which is what most of us do, which, that is an effective thing. We don't want to be walking around at 300 pounds. I don't think that's not healthy for 99% of the population. Walking around at 300 pounds, not a good idea. So if we're doing that, like I was really close to that, I needed some help, and I still need to help my body out because I abused it, I poisoned it, I ate a lot of really shitty foods, and I started kind of using that broken foot as a crutch, as an excuse to, now I'm not going to do other exercises that, I could have been doing sit-ups, I could have been doing some other things that I wasn't, and because at the time I was depressed and I'd rather eat. So I gained a lot of weight, and that's my fault. But this thing is definitely a great encouragement. Another thing it has is it'll do a sleep study for you. My doctor told me that I was having, he thought I was having some sleep problems. I'd been on trazodone, mostly stress related. Positions I'm not in anymore, up in executive management, which, as I've said on other shows, I would not refer that occupation to anyone. Mostly because none of my friends in it are happy people, those that are still in it. But no, it'll actually, my doctor wanted me to have a sleep study done. And before I ended up going to the sleep doctor, I looked on here on the Fitbit, and it has a sleep study, and it will keep track of how long you were sleeping and how many minutes and hours you had restful sleep and how many minutes and hours you were awake. And I was actually able to track that as I lost weight. When I hit about the 20-pound mark, when I got down to about 270, my sleep got quite a bit better. And I went to the doctor and I showed him this, and he actually said, don't waste the money on going on the sleep study. This seems to be sufficient evidence, and the weight loss seems to be helping with this, which is, of course, is what he kept on telling me, is that a lot of my health problems were because of my weight. And of course he was right, but I just didn't want to stop eating crappy foods and poisoning my body. But I'm trying to get past that now. So I would definitely recommend the Fitbit. I would rate it a 4 out of 5 just for the battery life. I think it says on a full charge that it will charge like 5 to 7 days. I could be wrong, 4 to 6 days, something like that. I find that inaccurate. Maybe it's because I'm walking so much, and that would make sense that it would use more battery, taking more steps. But I find that I'm having to recharge it about every 2 days. I'm running out of battery. And the nice thing about it is that I'll get a message on my phone saying that I have a low battery. And I'm also getting the message on here. It will start telling me when I go to the time, a little battery icon will come up saying that you're getting empty, and pretty soon it will stop showing me my steps to save energy and my calories burned, my heart rate, and those things. But it will continue to count the steps throughout the day. I've had it to where it was so dead it wouldn't even show me the time anymore when I turned it. But then when I got it home and I plugged it in and I synced it to my phone, it looked like it had still been keeping track of my steps the whole day, because it was consistent with my average steps on a daily basis. So, I mean, that part was pretty cool, but you definitely need to charge it on a consistent basis. Every 1 to 2 days, I'll plug it in. It charges pretty quickly. It says it goes to a full charge. I'm not looking at the manual right now, but I believe it said like 15 or 20 minutes. Seems to me it's more like an hour, but really still not a big deal. It's got a really short cord, but you can plug it into anything, little anything with a USB. I'll charge it downstairs on my Xbox or my PS or the computer. You can do it on a wall change, anything that you can charge your phone on, anything with a USB connector. Very, very easy. If it's completely dead, you can charge it for maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes, and it will get you through the last 3 or 4 hours of the day usually with a really quick charge. So like I said, today's product was the FitBit HR Charge. I would highly recommend it. I would also highly recommend supplementing that with eating healthy, doing some exercise, and hopefully building a better you, because we only get one body, right? We hear that our entire lives, but you get my age, I'm 38, and it's like something just clicks. It's like it clicks this year. Wow, you're running out of time, your metabolism's slowing down, and you got to do something. You got to do something now, right? So go out there and do something. Get yourself a Fitbit HR. I'm serious. I think every single person on the frickin' planet should own one of these. If $80 is not is not a major inconvenience to you, I feel it's a great investment, because I believe it will encourage you to be more active. So thanks for tuning in today to Mike Reviews It All. Please subscribe to my channel. Look me up on Facebook and Twitter. Look me up on Facebook under Mike Review. On Twitter under Mike Reviews It. Mike Reviews It All wouldn't all fit on Twitter, but if you go to Mike Reviews It, you'll be able to find me on Twitter. Thank you for watching this review today, and have a great day, guys. Thank you.